So the Youth Council and Commandos moved on to other campaigns. So did Father Grappi, so did Vel. This is the Chapman Hall takeover at UW Milwaukee, which happened in the early 70s when Latino students, when Mexican students went to the chancellor and said, you know what, there's no faculty, there's no programs, there's no books, there's no courses that reflect our culture. The chancellor said the same thing the MPD said and said, get out of my office. And they ended up getting out of his office for a minute. One day they snuck into his office, called their friends from his phone, and they took it over. So the Latino students at UW Milwaukee ended up occupying the chancellor's office. They were really excited. This is them looking for Spanish language texts in Goldmeyer Library, not finding any, very clever. This is them celebrating victory. So yeah, so again, I mean, these aren't just some vestiges of the past. That's like, this is Milwaukee. Like, people are still around. The children of these movements are still here. In some cases they are. This is Gabriel Riveros made this illustration for The Long March to Freedom, which is a publication Milwaukee Neighborhood News Service made in collaboration with Curto. You know, just showing that these images still resonate. And then we wanted to put on here, and people asked the question, were those the largest marches? Were they the largest protests in the history of Milwaukee and Wisconsin? Actually, in last handful of years, you have Act 10, you have the huge protests that Voces and others, the Days Without Latinos, that have been organized, some huge protests in Milwaukee. So the bridge there is that, you know, the Youth Council started this marching thing 50 years ago, and there are people in our own community who are still doing that to this day.